What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Updates, or maybe we'll call it Hermit's. Second verse, same as the first. Every day, the same thing happens. The markets do nothing. They vacillate in a very small range, and they may move or they may not move. And of course, that was again the case today. Markets tried to sell off early, rallied, and then rallied late into the close. It's almost the same thing every single day as we watch these markets work. And again, this is why I continue to preach patience and discipline, relax. The markets are searching for a reason to go down. That I can say with 100% certainty. But until they find that reason, there is no reason to try to guess when that's going to be. It could be tomorrow, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now, it could be 6 years from now. There's no telling on what's going to drive this market lower. As long as we have the Federal Reserve involved, as long as they're continuing to print money, you're going to have a market that will try to work higher until they find that reason as to why they want to go down. Now, as we look around the board today, we see gold was higher and it finally broke back below. So I would say that the 1300 resistance level that I assigned it was pretty good. Yeah, we went to 1309 or so, but again, that you're talking about such a small percentage that now we'll see how it acts now that it's back below. I would not be surprised to see it go back down to about 1280 before looking for a reason to bounce again. I think it looks pretty good. I think it certainly looks like it wants to go higher. But again, markets are going to find levels that they're not going to be able to function at and look for either a reason to buy or sell. As we look at oil was again tried to rally early, was well up there in the mid 52s and broke down, and of course ended up right around 51.90. Again, very tight market, but the rallies seem to get weaker, and they're being more built on fear. That's another issue that we always want to look out for, okay? The bond market was in a very tight range most of the day and slightly lower, but nothing to get overly excited about. Grains were mixed early, all closed lower. Livestock was kind of a mixed trade, but hogs continue to push forward. I think those are probably a great sale here in this neighborhood here. The currencies were weak. The dollar was once again strong, but there's not a lot of conviction. Anywhere you go, there is not a ton of real action here. And this is what we're talking about. Now, it is unusual in the fourth quarter of the year to see the trading that is this awful, but that's what it is. Now, the VIX was higher today, a touch, but it really didn't move. And again, one thing you got to remember, a VIX down at 9 and staying virtually unchanged or up a little bit when it's near its all-time low is not like it was at 20 and stayed up, okay? So there's a few things that you look at here. Now, we've got earnings coming out, and Netflix reported, and the stock, as I tape, is a little bit higher. I would probably think I'd want to be a seller of Netflix here at some point. Again, one thing we know for sure, you can keep rallying, but at some point, the data has to match. And I don't know that it will here. We've got Goldman Sachs in the morning. Now, one of the things I think we've noticed with the banks is that one of the big problems is that the banks have done well on earnings, but remember this, their number one revenue source, trading, is declined rapidly, and their biggest risk is an increase, which is the credit card debt. So there's a lot of quirky things happening right now. But again, we're not going to tell you that the markets aren't going to go higher, because right now the drift higher continues. And there's not a reason to believe that that's going to change anytime soon. Markets look a little bit heavy. Markets look like they really want to go down. But again, one of the things you always have to remember is they ain't going down until it's time to go down. And obviously, this ain't the right time. Okay, so I think that the best case here is to let's let these earnings develop this week, and we're looking for the big plunge followed by the rally, because we would actually rather sell the rally than try to pick the top. So, again, markets are quiet, not a lot to do. Let's make sure we take it easy here and look for action. And don't forget that this is Bubba's Daily Update, and don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every single day. 2 to 3 Eastern at libertytalk.fm, and check out my patreon.com/ the Bubba Trading link. I'm looking to help finance the high school program. So if you want to check that out, that's Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Check it out, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same station. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.